Hey strikers, this is SF and this video is going to be Naga, the new extreme from the Indian God series, and it is a 5-star and under dungeon, so you have to bring 5-star monsters in there. My team is going to be Genkai and 2 Pishachas. They are the savage monster of this series, so I'm bringing 2 of them. Just because they are the best, I think the best monster for this quest, and I didn't want to bring a full team of collaboration monsters, just because not everybody has access to all of them. Genkai is pretty much there for the luck 90 and not much else. So the main point about this stage is the Cobras. The Cobras have a cross skull gimmick, which the effect will only activate once all of them are done or all defeated. And the effect for these Cobras is a debuff recovery, which can help you recover the poison that the mini boss or the boss will inflict on you. Make sure, one big thing is to not clear the Cobras on the first turn, because the poison doesn't come until after the first turn. So if you clear off the Cobras first, then it's going to be pretty bad, because you're going to be poisoned throughout the whole stage. So make sure you don't clear all the Cobras. You can clear 1 or 2, but don't clear all of them. Even if you clear off 1 or 2, the cross skull will not proc. Okay, just like that, just clear off 1. Doesn't matter that much if one's dead. Just make sure you don't clear all of them. After you clear off the Cobras, you want to focus on the mobs. The mobs deal more damage than the boss themselves, so you want to clear them off first. Outside of the poison attacks, the boss doesn't do that much. He does have an infected miss attack, which can be devastating if you bring 2 Pichachas, but I think the infected miss doesn't do that much in a general sense, especially when you compare it to the boss, the mobs in the dungeon. So let's run down the monsters. Genkai, like I said, it's only for the luck. You can bring other no gravity barrier monsters out there. Even some that you might not have luck 90, or you can just bring a Pichacha and farm it for luck 90, and you can use him there. The Pichachas are for the Cobra slaying. Cobras are beast monsters, and Pichachas are beast slayer M, as well as a no gravity barrier monster. The beast slayer is also on their base attack, base ability, so their homings does do double the damage as well. And then the last one is Black Widow. She's mainly there for, of course, the bump combo damage is really strong, but she's mainly there for the recovery. As you can see, I don't have that much HP, although these guys are all 5-star monsters. Some of the high-end 5-star monsters, you can, if you stack a lot of them, then you will be able to go at least to 60k. It's just that the Pichachas have low HP in general. So a recovery monster is always nice, but once you want, but those are collaboration monsters, so I don't really want to put a lot of those recovery monsters in there. One of the recovery monsters is Black Widow, the other one is Madi with a recovery S and no gravity barrier. But just like the boss stage, we're at the boss stages now. The boss pretty much is the same thing as the mini boss stage. Don't clear out the Cobras on the first turn, and then after the poison hits, then you start clearing off the Cobras. He does have the infected miss, and then after that is just poison stuff. He does have a rumbling attack. It does not one-shot you, as long as you don't line it up. It's basically a giant laser type thing, but it only does 20k to a dark monster. So as long as you don't line up for it, then you should be fine. And we are at the final boss stage. I am going pretty fast. It is a very easy dungeon. You can farm for medals if you really want. And There we go. Clear off one Cobra. Here comes the poison. And I'm not going to strike shot because there's not much point in my opinion. It's just going to be wasting more time. Okay, let's strike shot Black Widow. Black Widow you can strike shot because her strike shot does deal damage. Okay, boom. And then Genkai also deals damage with her strike shot. So in terms of overall difficulty, it's not that big of a deal. In terms of difficulty, Pshachas are easy to get because they are the savage monsters of this series. So you're not really constricted with difficulty or time. You can grab them anytime you want, 24/7 during the whole series. And of course, as long as you clear out the mobs instead of the boss first, then you should be fine. Naga is a no guarded barrier monster and a light, so you can bring it to Yomi or the Colossal Yomi or Skyomi. But his main use is the Tower of Champions, the 25th floor of it. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.